Tuki was a small tortoise who had spent his entire life in the quiet, leafy outskirts of Greenhollow Forest. Every day, he'd bask in the sun, munch on fresh dandelions, and listen to the soothing rustle of the wind through the trees. But as time passed, Tuki began to feel restless. He had heard tales of the bustling city beyond the hills, a place filled with towering buildings, colorful lights, and creatures from all walks of life. His curiosity grew until he could no longer ignore it. One crisp morning, Tuki packed his tiny backpack with essentials: a few leaves for snacks, a shiny pebble for luck, and a hand-drawn map made by his friend, Rollo the rabbit. With a final look at his peaceful home, he set off on his slow but determined journey to the city. Arrival in the big city. When Tuki reached the city, it was everything he imagined, and more. The towering skyscrapers stretched into the clouds, and the streets buzzed with activity. Cars zoomed by, horns honked, and animals of all shapes and sizes scurried about. The city felt alive, but it was also overwhelming. Tuki's first challenge came when he tried to cross a busy street. He stuck his head out of his shell and looked left, then right, but the cars never seemed to stop. A friendly pigeon named Pippa noticed his struggle and flew down. "Need some help, newcomer?" she asked with a cheeky grin. Yes, please," Tuki said, trying to hide his nervousness. Pippa guided him across the street, dodging between cars and bikes. Once they were safely on the other side, she gave Tuki a quick tour of the area. "There's the park if you need some greenery, the marketplace if you're hungry, and the subway, though I don't recommend it for someone your size," Pippa explained, pointing with her wing. Finding a place to belong despite Pippa's help, Tuki struggled to fit in. The city animals moved fast, talked fast, and seemed to have no time for a slow, thoughtful tortoise. At the marketplace, the squirrels rushed to grab the freshest nuts before Tuki could even decide what he wanted. At the park, the dogs zoomed past him, chasing sticks and ignoring his friendly waves. Feeling out of place, Tuki retreated to a quiet corner by a fountain and let out a heavy sigh. "Maybe I don't belong here after all," he muttered. Just then, a voice interrupted his thoughts. "First time in the city?" Tuki looked up to see an old, wise-looking cat with a thick gray coat and kind eyes. "Name's Marlowe," the cat said, sitting beside him. "Yes," Tuki admitted. "Everything is so fast and loud. I don't think I can keep up." Marlowe chuckled. "You don't have to keep up. The city has room for all kinds of creatures, even slow ones. You just have to find your rhythm." Making a difference inspired by Marlowe's words, Tuki decided to embrace his unique pace. He started visiting the park every morning, where he soon became a favorite among the younger animals. His slow, steady presence made him the perfect storyteller, and his tales of life in Greenhollow Forest captivated his audience. At the marketplace, Tuki found a stall selling leafy greens and started sharing his own recipes with the vendor, a grumpy hedgehog named Gus. Over time, Gus softened, and the two became friends. Tuki even joined a community cleanup group, using his sturdy shell to carry tools and supplies. Though he couldn't move quickly, his determination and dependability won him the respect of the city animals. A new home months passed, and Tuki no longer felt like a stranger. The city, once overwhelming, now felt like home. He had carved out a place for himself, proving that even in a fast-paced world, there was value in slowing down.